Black and white photography. How do I do it? Okay, so this is an example of a photo that I took in college when I first took black and white photography, and I developed this. Didn't come out of a printer, it was developed in a darkroom. So before I came out with this final print, I did a test print to look at kind of all the pictures that I took. And before that, I took my negatives, cut them up and put them in a negative file. And you can see that I placed it on top of the photo paper, exposed the paper, and kind of tested how long I needed to expose it for. And then I exposed the picture for the same length of time when I found kind of the rich blacks and whites. Okay, so how do I get exposed film? All right, we are going to start with, we are going to use Ilford film, and it's ISO 400. That's the sensitivity of light. So you know how on your digital camera you can change it between 100, 200, 400. So you can pick film that has the sensitivity built in. This is black and white film. We're not gonna be doing color, black and white. So it comes in this box, and inside this box is this little canister, and inside the canister is the cassette. When you open a fresh one, there is some film actually out there already that you use to load the camera, but this is already wound up. Okay, all right, so I already have, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna gather a bunch of equipment and you're gonna put it inside a light safe bag, or some people have film changing closets if those still exist for you. So we're gonna, for my purposes, so that you can see what's gonna happen inside of this dark bag, I'm gonna do it in the light with dummy film. I already ruined this roll of film, so I'm just gonna open up and practice. So the goal is basically we're gonna open this up in a dark bag, and then we are going to put it on, and I have a sample of what the film is gonna look like when it's on the reel. And that's the goal. And then we have to put it all inside this tank. Okay, so to get started, you need to make sure that you have everything that you need in your light-proof bag. Okay, so we need the film that we took. We need some safety scissors. Don't get regular scissors. These are kids' safety scissors so that you don't hurt yourself when you're in the black bag. And we have an agitator for the tank, the center column for the tank. Okay. We have the light-proof cover of the tank. I have the tank itself, the reel. I have the watertight lid. And what you're gonna need to get from me is the cassette. Now these, I don't know, they just disappear every year. So to get one of these, you're gonna have to bring your ID up to me and I'll give you one. And then you get your ID back once I get this back. Okay, so normally you would put this all in this bag. Okay, let me show you this bag. Woo-wee. Okay, this bag is crazy. All right, you're gonna put it into this bag, and it's Velcroed and it's zippered. You can zipper it from the inside once everything's in there. You're gonna put everything in this bag, okay? And then there's these two little holes on both sides for you to put your hands in, and you're gonna have to do all this in this bag, okay? So before you do it, I actually highly recommend practicing loading dummy film on the reel just over and over and over again. Do it with your eyes open first, then I want you to try it with your eyes closed a few times. And you have to be really confident that you can find everything in the dark before you actually bring this in the bag and try to get it done. Okay, so let's pretend that I'm in, all the stuff is inside my bag. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna look for is my film cassette. I'm gonna get my cassette opener, and I'm gonna open it from the bottom. Okay, and I'm opening up the film, and the reason I'm doing this in the dark in my bag is so that I don't expose this film to light, okay? I'm gonna push the little pillar on the other side through to release my film. Now you're gonna try to handle the film from the very edges, and you don't, so like the edges here or the very, very, very end, because you're gonna have to feed it through, okay? So first I'm gonna cut off the S part of the film. so it's nice and straight. Then I gotta find the end of the film, and I gotta cut it off the pillar. Okay, so now I have my film. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is find my reel, and I'm gonna put it on the reel. All right, I want you to look at your reel and notice that there's these like two like there's a channel right here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tighten it onto it. So we're gonna feed it through this inner channel, and then we're going to kind of pull a little bit in to get it into this channel right here. And then we're just gonna twist to feed it through. Okay, so we're putting the film on this so that when it's in the tank, it's getting exposed completely all over. All right, so I'm gonna take my film, I'm gonna feed it through, and again, I'm trying to only touch the very edge of it, and I'm gonna pull it through, so that's about a couple inches. Now I'm gonna start twisting. Again, try to handle it from the edge. Okay, do not be frustrated if you didn't get it the first time, okay? Like this morning, I hadn't touched film for, I don't know, 10 years, and I had to practice a few times before I remembered how to do it and just got the feel for it, okay? So the next thing I need is my tank and the center column. So I'm gonna put the reel in the center of the column. I'm gonna put the column and the reel inside the middle of the tank. I'm then going to put the light-proof lid on, and then I have the agitator, and you're just going to like turn it until you feel it. There's like these little grooves, and there's like a pole in the middle of the center column, and then we're gonna put the watertight lid on, and now you can take it out of your bag and you're ready to add all the fun developer, fixer, and photo flow to develop your film. Don't forget to return your cassette and put back your scissors.